Hello, hello, hello. I'm back doing an energy reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Jupiter. And the question is, what is going on with Sagittarius karmically? And who and what they are dealing with. What is going on with Sagittarius karmically? As well as who and what they are dealing with, and what we're gonna see how it comes out, right? We're still in Aries full moon. Scorpio is still in Aries doing this Libra season, and I think Jupiter is in Cancer. But I'm saying that to say, with the Aries full moon and Scorpio still in Aries and Scorpio are ruled by Mars. And Scorpio has the second planet, Pluto. Pluto, if I'm not mistaken, that's transformation. Scorpio is transformation, right? Mars is action, war. So, during this Libra season, there's a lot of communication. There's a lot of forced balancing. Libra is normally diplomatic and they're balancing out, sometimes people pleaser energy, depending on other placements, but this energy is forcing things to balance out, things are coming to a head also because it's a full moon. It's about releasing, climaxing. But yeah, so the energy seems aggressive because I was going to do something else. But it was like, nah, I'll do this. And I have been thinking about doing it. And then as I was getting into it, one of my stones popped out. Oh, anyway, maybe I'll put that in. Maybe I won't. So anyway, as I was getting into it, I heard the song. Because I said I was going to do Sagittarius first. So I heard the song A Rose is Still a Rose by Aretha Franklin. Baby girl, you're still a flower. He can leave you and break you, make you, and something else. I don't know all the lyrics, but you still hold the power, right? That's what I heard. So let's get into it for Sagittarius. What's going on karmically with who, what, where, messages for Sagittarius in the physical, spiritual, respectfully, and with love. I'm getting adoration, but that ain't really what I'm trying to. Maybe that's what you need right now, Scorpio, some adoration. You want somebody to adore you. 304 was on the timer when I said that, right? All right, we're doing one card out of this deck. I have a community with Leslie Marmon Silko. This is a literary deck, so this is an author. So we have community for Sagittarius. We got the cat here. Okay. What is this intuitively for Sagittarius and what and who they're dealing with karmically, if at all, right? Yes, I'm hearing trauma, bloodline trauma. Some of y'all having a hard time. And you need support. Yeah, you need support. This is really giving Starseed vibes, right? She is doing her up here, right? It's not like a spaceship, but it's giving like a beaming down, a showering down. It's also giving like protection, right? So you could feel like Sagittarius, that you're dealing with some things. Because like I said, it's bloodline trauma. You're dealing with some things that you need protection or you need support. You need a new community that understands, right? Because this is looking like an evil eye, right? And then you got other stuff around it. I'm hearing fleas. So you could be being watched, monitoring spirits, things of that nature. And these are cobwebs. So I feel like this cobweb, there's creation around you. There's creation around you, but this trauma, this bloodline trauma, you really can't see it. You need this protection. You need this community so you can see. I mean, this is intuition with this cat here. And then, like I said, this is evil eye here too. So, and it could be all to do with your trauma blocking you from seeing, right? or can you understand? But the bottom line is you need some assistance here with this community. And like I was saying, I was getting adoration, but I didn't feel like that's not what I wanted to say. But I feel like maybe that's something you feel that you need. Like, you know, some people, their love languages are words of affirmation. Maybe that's it for you, Sag. We got words of affirmation, we got gifts, we got acts of service, we have words of affirmation, gifts, acts of service, physical touch, and I forgot the other one, right? Yeah, I forgot the other one, but yours could be one of yours could be like words of affirmation. Like you need some adoration right now. You need some support. You don't feel like you're getting it with what you're dealing with. All right, what is this in the physical? What's really going on here as it relates to this community karmically for Sagittarius and who and what they're dealing with? And I mean, when you're doing bloodline work, or even if you dealing with the trauma or the consequences and repercussions, it's hard. You do need community. You do need support. What is this for Sagittarius, for Sag placements? What is this for Sag placements? Yeah. To the right of you and to the left of you. This is giving masculine and feminine, so I'm speaking to both parts of you, Sagittarius. My readings are not gender nor sexuality specific. I read the energy of masculine and feminine, and I read intuitively. And I'm here to the right side of you and to the left of you. Hold on, pause. All right, so I'm back. Sorry about that. So like I said, to the right of you and to the left of you in community, and you're dealing with some bloodline trauma and you want some adoration. So we have Seven of Swords, masculine energy, upright, betrayal, deception, getting away with something, acting strategically, trickery. That's the straightforward, you know, God meaning, right? But like I said, I read intuitively. So let's get into this. And 7 is a divine number. So I'm just giving like, it's given a lesson already with this 7. I mean, there is some bloodline trauma and things being done. But I feel like this is a part of a lesson. Like you want this adoration. You want this community. Because maybe you going through it or they going through it. Or what you did caused somebody to go through it. Or what you did caused you to go through it. Or, you know, maybe this ain't even you. This is somebody in your life. But what is this for Sagittarius as it relates to this reading? So it's giving like 10 of Swords, like being stabbed in the back. But I'm just hearing wounded. Like 5 of Swords. Like it's just... The theme of it is these swords represent something different, and the overall energy is like this masculine energy you're dealing with. Either your masculine energy or somebody else's masculine energy you're dealing with, Sagittarius, has been taken. You know, because I'm getting betrayal with the 10 of Swords. I'm getting cutting your nose off to spite your face with the 5 of Swords. And with this 7 of Swords, it's just right now there's been some betrayals. There's been some harm. There has been some overall, like, doing you in. It's like, man, when is enough gonna be enough, you know? And I feel like some of y'all brought this on yourself, but I feel like that's all of us in a certain sense. Like, you know, some of us, you know, I was just talking to a friend today, and it's just like sometimes you be trying to help people, they going through stuff, And it's really what they put themselves through. It's like their karma, their consequences, repercussions, right? Due to their actions. And you trying to save them, now your shit fucked up. But I just feel like you've been catching it at every end here. And the betrayals have been coming from the people you would least suspect. That's really what the hurting, that's really why it's really like bothering you, Sagittarius, because I mean we didn't all been through shit, so it's just like, okay, that happened, alright, I'll be back on, you know, because sometimes we fall off, you know. That's what I was talking to a friend today. It's like, you know, sometimes we all have our moments where shit ain't flowing the way it's normally flowing in any sense. So, but it's just like these betrayals, these taking and loss of control, this chaos, manipulation, whatever it is, each of these swords, they're coming from people that you would never expect it. And it's just like, it don't make sense, because some of these people that are betraying you, you help them. You help them. You help them when nobody else could or would. Clarify this to them. And some of these people feel like, you know, some of y'all like maybe they forgot about that, how I helped them, you know, this community. Because you want to foster a new, community. But you're thinking like, how they did me like this, and I ain't do nothing but help them. So, you know, but they feel justified in what they did because they see you, they saw you do other people a certain kind of way that did nothing but help you. Take it how it resonates. Yeah. It's giving crying over spilled milk. Yeah. And I feel like this that has been happening has gotten you thinking about that. And you in regrets, or they in regrets, or somebody in regrets about you. Take how it resonates, right? But it's just giving it is what it is. And like I said, this is bloodline trauma. You know, so these are karmic lessons, and they showing up, you know, in multiple ways due to the unresolved bloodline trauma. Overgiving to the wrong people, not taking accountability. Not taking accountability, overgiving to the wrong people. Using and abusing, like, you know, manipulating, getting over, not being grateful. Like, somebody here is really like thinking about the past, and this could be past situations, it could be a past job, it could be a past partner. What are they in regret about, Sagittarius? Yeah, like I said, a past partner, could be a job. So this could be a partnership, you know, because this is unified love, partnership, mutual attraction, proposal, marriage, connection, right? And, you know, this could be partnership and business too. You know, this is resonating differently for everybody, but they in regret about it. And it's just like, or you in regret about it, this too. And it's just like, okay, well, I said the karmic situation. That's what this reading is. What you're dealing with karmically. And I feel like if you get this lesson, or once you get this lesson, hopefully it's this, it's in this lifetime, it will free up some things for your bloodline, because this is on a blood level, a DNA level. This karmic situation. So the situation could be in all aspects, right? But it's something you need to learn, because it's reoccurring in generations and people in your family. All right, what is this in the physical with this? Because we have, for the feminine side, your feminine side, Sagittarius, we got 2 of Wands. Planning, progress, making decisions, discovery, leaving home, traveling plans. Now, this could be who you looking at too, right? And this could be what your heart wants to do, right? You know, or can you understand? It could be what your heart wants to do. Plan, make decisions, move forward. And this could be in love. This could be in anything, because we got another 2 here. And then we got this 2 of what you crying over with this 5 of Cups. What you in regret over this. And this is probably a partnership, a union. Like I said, some of it could be an old job, right? That worked in partnership with you, but you misused and abused. And then we got here, you want to make plans, but it's just like, And this is Aries energy. But this is also who you looking at. There's a feminine energy. Feminine dominant energy that's in planning space, that's progressing, that's making decisions, that's discovering, that's relocating, that's moving around, you know. And you can't go towards them because you're not ready. You know, you still ain't got the lesson. And this is fire energy. We got swords energy out here. So we got air, fire, and water. No earth though. Grounding is definitely needed here. More cups, 7 of cups. Yeah. This over here, this feminine that you're looking at, as well as yourself. The feminine is making opportunities. You know, they're making choices and decisions, right? Again, decisions, right? Some more decisions, right? Opportunities, choices. They're moving forward. Your feminine energy wants to move forward, but this is a lesson you need to learn on your masculine side, right? This masculine energy. You know, when you do healing work for family, it gets real difficult. And healing is not linear, but it gets real difficult because sometimes you start off and the lesson seems straightforward, but then once you get into it and you digging out the core of it, it's like, oh, this shit deep. Because I had to do some work for the men in my family and the masculine side, because it was like entity energy that was interfering with my creation, my reproduction, right? And my creativity and, you know, just actioning things. And it was to do with the masculines in my energy. And it seemed like it came from one of them, because I come from men that they sleep around. Both sides of my family, they sleep around, right? And they've been abusive and things of that nature. So it just comes from, you know, sometimes when you share yourself with people, they can intend to fuck up your money, fuck up your flow, and all this other stuff, right? So it was something to do with the males in my family and doing that work. So it was like start, stop, start, stop, start, stop, stop. And then I was attracting what was in my bloodline with the cheaters, the sleeping around, the abusiveness in different ways, right? So it's something that took a lot, and it was physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, like, you know, but I pushed through. I feel like this is what you are doing in regards to your masculine side, but this is more of the karmic cycles of you being taught, like, hey, you need to take accountability for your wrongs. You need to be grateful for the help you have gotten. And what else did I say? Gratitude, accountability, and I don't hear ownership, but I said something else. But whatever I said earlier, right? That's what you learn in here with this betrayal. Because these people you helped, again, I'm going to say it again, they don't feel like they wrong for betraying you with this 7 of Swords that we started off with, because they've seen you betray people that did nothing but help and love you. So they feel like they don't owe you shit, because if you do a motherfucker that'll help you, and then they saying, I wouldn't do no motherfucker that helped me, but then they doing it too. So it's a lesson, all y'all. That's the community and the company you've been keeping. Now you want new company, right? And you in regret over the company that you had that did help you, that didn't treat you like you treated them, you know, and it's to do with a partnership. But this person has moved on. This energy has moved on. Their feminine energy, it's a feminine dominant energy. They're moving forward. They're making choices. They're moving on. That's what you want to do, but you still ain't got it together, right? But you still also are in this community is given. But because I said earlier, I was talking to a friend, like, you know, it's like the lesson in that. And my friend was on the phone. They weren't taking accountability. You know, like they overgiven to the wrong people. That was the other lesson. You know, you got lack of accountability karmically coming around to you that you need to learn, and overgiven to the wrong people, and hold on. I'm sorry, I thought about something. But yeah. So you have that going on, and it's just like, but my friend wasn't having accountability either when I talked to them, and it's okay. It's okay, but the lesson is going to keep on lessening until you get the lesson. And that's what we're doing with the masculine energy now. And even if you're not a masculine and this is resonating, the lesson is to do with your paternal bloodline. Right? Maybe not just your father, but just the men on your mother and your father's side. Because mine was on both sides, right? But the lesson is gratitude, accountability, and giving to the wrong people. Right? Gratitude, accountability, and giving to the wrong people. Like, you need to have gratitude, accountability for your actions, and stop over giving and giving to the wrong situations. Right? You learning that lesson is a hard lesson coming from the males in your family. But if you learn it, then you ain't got to come back here, right? But some of y'all, there's an energy of trying to foster new community due to codependency. Attachment styles. Or is this what your feminine energy want to do? Want to make choices, decisions, and move on. And you may be doing that creatively and things of that nature, but all this stuff is still around you, you know, so it's infecting this stuff. Come in. The other card we got out here is the Magician. Action, creation, manifestation, power, self-confidence, clarity, willpower, skill, creativity. Yeah, this is what this feminine Sagittarius that you crying over spilled milk for, this dominant feminine energy, could be a man or a woman that's making choices, decisions, choosing, doing what they gonna do for them. This Cups energy, they creating, they in action, they moving forward. And I feel like that may be what's happening for you. You may be creating, you may be still working or whatever, but you still dealing with this, so it's giving a burden. It's giving a burden. You know what I mean? Because you want to go over here with this feminine. This is kind of like a repeated message of a previous reading I did 3 weeks ago. Well, not entirely repeated, because this is more about the lesson you need to learn. Gratitude, accountability, and stop giving to the wrong situations. Damn it. But it was like playing house, you know. But I feel like this is... that could apply to you too, but this is just like while you over there playing house with people that's stabbing you and cutting your ass up and maiming you, that other energy where you want to be over there is gone, and your energy may be in creativity and all this other stuff and doing this other stuff too, but you still dealing with this chaos. So you want something new, but you can't have nothing new because you haven't learned this lesson. Or at least you can't have that old thing you looking at. Like I said, this feminine has moved on. In expectations, making decisions and choices, and still in their creativity. So some of y'all want this feminine. Some of y'all just want to balance out your life. And some of y'all want to do both. But the feminine is no, they gone. That's what it's feeling like. It's feeling like they gone. Yeah, they gone. And you trying to be gone with them, or you just trying to, you know, be at peace. But yeah, You still around this community, like I said, because clarifying this is confusion, lack of clarity, clouds. We have 6. Balance needs to come in. We got the King of Wands. Anything else here with this community? Cloud. Flexibility, change, relocation, journey. They want to get the fuck on, right? With this Queen of Cups. It's split. This is about 2 people mostly. You know, this is about 2 people mostly. You know, if it's about one person and you resonating with this Sagittarius, it's just like you healing. Because like I said, you trying to push through trauma in the bloodline. So you healing this and you got this over here, but you still trying to get this together. And this is still your community, but somebody is trying to get back, you know, to the left, but it's not. What's going on here right now, currently, as we speak, with this Sagittarius and this karmic lesson situation person? What's going on? What's going on, and then what do they need to do? What's going on, and what do they need to do? What's going on, and what do they need to do? What's going on currently? They want to present an offer to somebody, or you want to present an offer to somebody with this Page of Cups here. Creative opportunities, intuitive messages, curiosity, possibility, happy, surprise, dreamer, sensitivity, new love. Somebody want to put an offer towards them. That's what's going on. What's what they need to do? They need to continue to work on themselves with this 3 here. Preparation, progress, foresight, enterprise, expansion, overseas, opportunities. They need to work on themselves. How is this going to go if they try to present an offer before they have completed the karmic lesson? How is this going to go for Sag? If they present the offer before they completed the karmic lessons, how is this going to go? How is this going to go if they present the offer before they complete the lesson? Ooh, child, I thought it was going to be all good. But then that 10 of Swords, this was early in the reading. So they going to try to work on it diligently, passion, high standards, study, all of that, right? But I'm hearing intuitively they gonna try to copy what you got going on, or you gonna try to copy what they got going on, Sagittarius. And then, so because this is cross watchers too, right, that we watching. And then balance gonna come in, giving, receiving, sharing wealth, generosity, charity. But I feel like this is love bombing, intuitively. And then they go in for the kill. Painful endings, deep wounds, betrayal, loss, crisis, failure, collapse, defeat. And then the cycle begins again. So it's just like, you know, if you come in towards somebody with an offer and you ain't completed the lesson, that's how it's going to end, right? But like I said, this was similar to the playing house reading, where somebody wanted to go towards somebody because that's where they felt they should be, but they didn't know how to get there. I can't remember all of it, but somebody else want to go towards somebody just to get the healing, just to recharge, so they can go back into the situation that was taken from them. You know, they was happy over there. They happy over there, even though it's draining them, right? And like I said, some people want protection, right? So, If you go in and with an offer before the lesson is complete, Sagittarius, or they come towards you, it's going to be the same thing again. They're going to act like they trying to get on first with this 8, because 8 is karmic and it's abundant. Like I said, they're going to be mimicking and trying to learn all they can learn from you or you them. And then the balance is going to come in, the balance with the love bombing, right? The perceived balance, and then boom. The cycle begins again of needing to learn not to overgive, needing to learn accountability, needing to learn to be grateful on both ends. Close this out for Sag and what they need to know as it relates to this reading. Thank you. Anchor, permanent, reliable, stable, and binding. What is this? Yeah, somebody want to come in, Sag, you towards them and they towards you for safety. I heard safety. Permanent, reliable, stable, binding. So this time they coming in with this 9 of swords, right? Excuse me. That's a yes. They in grief due to feeling unsafe with all this chaotic shit. But with this in permanent, reliable, stable, binding, and they need safety with this 35 equating to an 8, they want some protection. Bottom of the deck, we have Sith, cutaway, endings, illness, right? Yeah, they coming in because they need to be refilled, or you need to be refilled, or they need protection. But they gonna try to come in and make it permanent, reliable, stable, binding. They gonna offer marriage. They gonna offer, I want to say big commitment, but I'm hearing a big payback. Anyway, if they tried to take you out before and it didn't work, they gonna try to really DDT you. All right, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Thank you.